Hey guys, welcome back to the Dirt Fishing Dad YouTube channel. This is Dan. I was just going to take a second today to talk about these end-of-day knives. These are my two best examples. They call them end-of-day knives because I guess they took the bits and pieces of leftover celluloid that they have from the day, or I guess it could have been weak, and put them all on a handle. Made it multicolored. Got some red, black, blue, white, some blue, even some purple on this side. I don't know if that comes through on the camera, but this one is an Imperial straight line tang stamp, Imperial, Providence, Rhode Island, or RI, I should say. It doesn't say Rhode Island, but that's tang stamp, dates 1930 to 1936. It's a nice little jackknife. Has a nice snap on both blades. But this is not the Imperial that we all think of when we think of Imperial. It does not have the clamped on bolster handles. It has the two pins there, you can see them, and the middle pin, which is another indication that this is an older knife. One thing that I noticed too when I picked up this knife at the flea market, it looks like the bolsters and the handle were set in place and then it was wrapped with silver nickel. I think that's silver nickel, but you can see, I'll try and point it out. There's some gaps here in between these bolsters. So this whole thing is wrapped. You can see a bit of it's broken off right there. I don't know if this knife was dropped at some point or not. It's got steel liners, silver nickel pins on the end, and then this is a brass pin in the middle. But yeah, this handle is wrapped with silver nickel. There's a big gap right there in the celluloid where it's shrinking a little bit. But this is a pretty good example, I think. It's a nice knife. Next example is also an end of days, but it has these cool horizontal lines in it. I don't know if that comes through on the camera or not, but has horizontal lines. I have no idea how they did that. That's cool. It also has the small, tiny bolsters on the end, which indicates it's an early knife too. I think, from my research, this is a Providence Cutco. Nice little jackknife. Got nice half stops on the main blade. Same thing on the pin blade. It's been used, but man, that's an old knife. And it has a different tang stamp. I'll try and flash a picture on the screen, but the tang stamp is actually in cursive. It says PROV in cursive, and then it's kind of white. There's a Y, the tail of a Y right there, and then it's Co, and then Prov, Rhode Island, all in cursive. So it says Prov Cuty, C-U-T-Y, Co. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to try and flash a picture on the screen here of the same. I found one example on the internet, and I was wondering if anyone else had an example that they could share, email me, comment, message me, whatever. I just want to try and date this knife. But yeah, that's an interesting flea market find right there. Pretty cool. I do have some other examples. This is just a souvenir knife of some sort. It's a bat, shaped like a bat. And I think this one is a Fairmount? I don't know. It says Sportsman's Pride. Just a little souvenir knife. It says Norfolk on it. Here's another example. Small little pen knife. Orange, has orange, green, black. This one is a Cornwall, I believe. Yep, Cornwall Knife Company, New York City. These knives are all celluloid. A little caution about celluloid. It can outgas, starts outgassing and can destroy your knives. So if you have celluloid knives wrapped up in a roll, you might want to check on them every few months. Make sure they're not outgassing because they can destroy the liners. It'll destroy the blades. It'll start rusting them out. It'll start crumbling the handles. I know guys that said they've lost whole rolls of like the old Winchester, or the Winchesters from the 80s. Those celluloid handles outgassed, and some other knives. But anyway, just a word of caution. All right, thanks for joining me today. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for joining me. You guys have a good day. Thanks.